let me get situated here, and then we're gonna chat for a little bit. I apologize for the appearance. I literally just got up and I'm headed to the shop. So let me get out of our driveway. So last night, well, I should preface this before anything anyway. Hold on. Here we go. Since going to Mary Ann, I would say within the last 2 months, I have come to the realization that I can talk to spirits, ghosts. I can dabble in the paranormal. And I think that gift over the last couple of months has been strengthening. And I can actually tell you stories in regards to our vacation that we just took here in September and October, regarding ghosty ghosts and my experience with some of the hotels that we've had and some of the locations. But last night was kind of different, and things have been a little more spooky at home. Because both my mom and I are starting to develop our gifts, and I swear, because I'm developing my gifts, she's becoming increasingly aware, and I think her gifts are developing because of me. So I'd say a couple of nights ago, she ended up waking up after hearing the sound of a door slam. And the way she explained it to me was the fact that she was not jolted awake, but rather the door slam ended up bringing her to consciousness, making her question whether or not she actually heard it. Obviously, she didn't really hear anything in the physical world because she had her earplugs in, meaning that she can't hear squat in the physical world when she has her earplugs in and she's sleeping. And of course, I wasn't jolted awake by any of those types of sounds. I slept pretty peacefully, if I do recall, that night. So I just kind of left that go. And my gift right now is very weird. Because there's no clear cut, this is what's happening, this is who I'm talking to. I still have a lot of doubt when it comes to the gift. Always wanting, I guess, to know for sure, if my feelings are accurate. Because that's basically what I dabble in right now, and it's just feelings. So it's not physical feelings, even though I am clairsentient. My feelings are basically intuitive feelings. I just kind of know, without any background information, without any clues. I just have this feeling of knowing things. So that's what my gift is right now. What it turns into later, I have no idea. Which we'll kind of get into here in a little bit, because I'm going to spill some tea on myself. But last night, yet again, even taking last night out of it and going back a little bit further, I have experienced some things here even at the shop. And I've always contributed to Fox, my child spirit guide, who's very playful, very fun, wants to keep the vibes high. He's all about making us smile, making us laugh, lightening the mood. So I always am able to recognize him because it always makes me smile, or it makes me feel good, knowing that he's around. I just feel he's around. So some of the things that he has done, at the shop, I can't make this up. And like some of our previous employees can vouch, if you're watching and if this happened like to you and you remember it, please comment. That way people don't think I'm completely crazy. One of the biggest things that he likes doing is we have Sonos systems, which is like a speaker system that connects to Bluetooth that you can play different stations on. Pandora, you can use a music library in order to like play music throughout the shop. So we have that system, and typically what had happened like prior to now, because things are a little bit different now, but prior to that, DJ strictly had it on her phone because my phone was not recognizing Sonos for whatever reason. So in order to like actually push play to make music go, you have to be within the Wi-Fi range because it's Bluetooth. Makes total sense. So some of our kids, when working here, when we were at home like doing whatever and then coming to the shop later, some of our kids, when they were here alone working, would end up asking us like, did you guys end up turning on Sonos? And we would be like, no, like why are you asking? Come to find out, Sonos would just start playing on its own. And our home is a good 5 minutes away from the shop, so it's definitely out of the Bluetooth range. So it wasn't us, it wasn't DJ pushing play, like they would just automatically turn on. And sometimes they still do that, and I've always contributed to Fox because he's more of the one wanting to make us, I guess, keep the vibes high. So in order to like keep things light, airy, and fun at the shop, like he always encourages us to have music for the kiddos, that way they enjoy their time. That way the vibe's high. So I've contributed that to him. There was one time where like things will fall off the shelf at the shop where, granted, like I didn't get a good look at the item to see if it was firmly placed on the rack, but yet again, like I just know that it was firmly placed. Like it's just a knowing that like he ended up making things topple. And he's done that. And there was one night where we were having fun in the shop. I think there were 2 kiddos and my dad and I, just having like a good old time, like enjoying each other, and that's when Dad's car alarm goes off. Now that's not completely new for Dad's car because he drives like a 20-year-old car maybe. No, not 20 years. At least a 10-year-old car, if not more, with I don't know how many miles on it. It's falling apart, like it's a junker. So it didn't surprise me that that car alarm went off, and it can be explained because it's a piece of crap, and it has all kinds of like electrical issues. Like it's a mess on 4 wheels basically. And yet again, I knew that it was Fox playing with us and having fun with us, like he wanted to make his presence known. And yet again, like when certain things happen, like I just get feelings of, okay, this can be contributed to this person, or this is how I feel with Agnes, this is how I feel with Fox. And sometimes they send me concrete signs, basically, which we'll probably get into in another video. But there's always a feeling associated with, I guess, the energy that I'm dealing with. Not necessarily a physical sensation, but more of the intuition. So last night, things got a little spooky. My mom and I went home, and my dad went back to Mama and Papa's to pick up Lexi to bring her home because Mama and Papa will babysit her when we're not at home. That way she's not home alone. So we went home, typical night, like nothing new, nothing abnormal. I don't think we really talked a whole lot on the way home. Like it was just a typical night going home. And so to be fully transparent, I was definitely having like a depressing moment on the way home, particularly because the holidays right now are very hard for me to deal with because of my singleness. So I was kind of venting to Mom a little bit, and we ended up getting home, parked the car, which she has like a newer Honda Accord, very new, like less than 10,000 miles. I think it only has like 7,000 miles, but I'm not sure. And we end up getting out of the car. I grabbed my stuff, we head inside. And we were inside, I would say, for a good like 2 to 3 minutes. Afterwards, like after this event, my mom said that she had been talking to our spirit guides, but she didn't really disclose anything because it was more of like a personal, intimate moment with them, which I respect. And that's when it got a little spooky. So we were inside for about 2 to 3 minutes, and notice, and I emphasize that my mom's keys were on a little stand. So her keys are on that little desk, face down. And we were talking about bagels, which I have no idea why, why bagels. But she had mentioned that because we had brought home bagels from the shop because we had them here. So she had mentioned that she wanted like the real cream cheese because we ended up getting like the sugar, like the reduced sugar, reduced fat stuff. So as she's saying this, she's walking over to the fridge. Now mind you, this desk is over here. The fridge is on the complete opposite side of this room. She opens the fridge, and no sooner than the fridge is opened, Mom's car alarm starts going off. And at first I didn't think anything of it. I for sure like thought at first that she had accidentally tripped off the car alarm because it was still in her coat pocket, because she was still wearing her coat. Like, she had yet to take off her coat. So I had convinced myself for like the first 10 seconds that she had accidentally set it off. But then I realized that the keys were on the desk. And there's no explanation. Mom went out to like go look at it. Obviously there was no one there. No one had like attempted to open the door. It's a brand new car, and that's never really happened before. Typically when Mom's car alarm goes off, it's because it's been triggered by the key, which totally makes sense. So there's no explanation as to why this car alarm was going off. Still, we have no idea. But I think what really actually bothered me, because I'm getting more used to that kind of stuff happening, because it's starting to happen a little bit more. But I think the concerning part for me was the fact that it did not feel like fox. And when I asked Mom, because when we were sitting on the couch just kind of like contemplating how in the world this car alarm went off without anything causing it physically, when I was talking to her about it, like, she agreed, but it felt intuitively like it was someone asking for help. And it just felt like, hey, I need your attention, like, I need your help. And I don't know who it could be, but after like some thought, like, it feels like it's the same person who ended up slamming the door in Mom's dream. I can't decipher whether or not it's male or female. I mean, the best guess that I can possibly, I don't know. Yet again, like, I don't know. Because the door feels more masculine for whatever reason, and like last night the car alarm felt softer, like a softer ask, like a softer request for help. So I don't know what that means. I ended up basically saying out loud, like, I will not accept anyone touching me. Like, I do not want to be touched. And I basically set a boundary and said that we would talk today. So I don't know if there's going to be any pop-up information or any downloads that happen, but I'm trying to be open to anything that might pop up. But it doesn't feel like an energy that I know of. I think that's fair. But that was the story from last night. I can't say that I'm really getting used to like the spooky spook completely, because because honestly I'm the biggest chicken in the world. And it's kind of ironic, I think, because I am the biggest when it comes to paranormal stuff. Like, ever since I was a kid, like, I don't do ghosts, like, I don't do like scary movies involving paranormal, like, I don't do demons, I don't do like things I can't see and like, I guess, feel, touch, physically. Like, I don't do ghosts. They freak me out. They've always freaked me out. But here I'm developing a gift to be able to communicate with said ghosts. And I guess I should use the term spirits because it's more respectful. But I think I'm the only person that is fearful of this gift that is developing without any work put into it right now. It's just kind of like growing, and here I am like praying to God that I don't see anything in the middle of the night. But anyway, so that's the update on that. Surprise, I am a medium and a psychic. Clairsentient, clairvoyant, clairaudient. I have all of the gifts. Just a little hometown girl, small town girl who can talk to ghosts. Anyway, so that was the story from last night. It was too good not to share with you guys. I wish, yet again, like, I wish I could get this stuff on film when it happens to have more solid proof. But you're just gonna have to take my word for it. If not, that's fine. Like, I'm not making this up. There's no point in making this up because it's really happening. Like, and against my will, I might add. But that's where we're at. Don't know what it means. Maybe I'll come back with an update regarding who it is. I do see Mary Ann the day before Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be able to have a little bit of one-on-one time with her to talk about this experience. I'm going to go for now. If you guys have gifts, like mediumship, psychic abilities, comment below, because I would honestly appreciate any advice or tidbits in regard to specifically mediumship and how you guys kind of grew into those gifts. Because yet again, I don't know what to expect. Mary Ann saying that I have the ability to control the gift, but right now I kind of feel a little out of control. So give me your best advice, tidbits, maybe even explain like how your gift started developing, and we'll go from there. I would really love to hear it. But if you enjoyed this story time and look forward to hearing more, definitely give the video a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any future story times and any adventures that we have on this channel. And I will catch you guys next time. Be sure to remember to live, lead, and love.